Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and I have a budget knife here for you. It's the Kershaw filter. This knife goes for anywhere between like $14 and $20. I went ahead and provided a couple links below. One is Walmart, where it has the cheapest price, which is $14, and Amazon right now it's going for $20, but of course that changes as time goes by. So the links in the description box are affiliate links, so please use those, help support my channel. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. So I tell you all those things because that helps keep me on air, because right now YouTube doesn't really help out as much as they used to for some reason. I bet you hear a lot of other creators out there sort of complaining about that. I'm not going to complain about it much, and I'm not going to beg for money either. I just, you know, just show your support. So, Kershaw 1306BW. BW stands for Blackwash. It's also called the filter by Kershaw. You'll see this at Walmart in the knife cabinet. You'll see it online on their store. You'll see it Amazon and some other places where they sell knives. It's a budget knife. That's its claim to fame, its purpose in life. It's to be a medium-sized frame lock, everyday carry budget knife. Very inexpensive. It has the Speedsafe assisted opening. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. So it sort of has a springy in there. You can't take that springy out because then retention ain't going to work. Somebody else had done that earlier on an earlier video. There aren't too many videos on YouTube on this for some reason, but take that spring out. And it doesn't use a torsion bar. I'm going to go ahead and try to show you this if I can. Go ahead and open this up. It does not use a torsion bar. The assisted opening that Kershaw uses, it's sort of built in to you know, where the pivot stuff is going on. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in so you can sort of take a look what's going on in there. You see it's a frame lock, nice, solid, beefy. You can see where the lockup is. It's pretty good. And you can see that blackwash going on all over the knife. So let's go ahead and run down a couple of things with this. Let's talk about the clip. You can see that the clip is a loop over, deep concealed carry, so it rides very deep in your pocket. Barely anything is going to stick out. The handle or scales is all metal. So no other materials are used here. They list the actual blade as being 13 CR 13 MLV, which is, I don't know, comparable to 440J2, which is usually steel that they would use for the handle. It's not a very good steel at all. It's a very inexpensive Chinese stainless steel. It has very good corrosion resistance properties. As a matter of fact, there are quite a few diving knives that use that steel, so it should be very good with corrosion resistance. However, heat treatment at best 56 on the HRC, typically 52 to 55, so you're probably going to be sharpening this blade up a lot, but it does feel pretty sharp, and we'll test that out. So it looks like it takes an edge really good. So let's go ahead and continue with the blade. You can see that it has a hollow grind that comes up to about 2/3. You do have a flat area up here for a clamp-on sharpening device. There's a drop point. You have a fine edge that has a very slight recurve. You got a sharpening choil right there, and you have the flipper, which also acts as a hand guard to keep your hand from slipping onto the knife, which is really good. You can see when I fold this up, you can see the flipper come out there where it says made in China, of course. And because of that assisted opening, which Kershaw brands their Speedsafe, comes flying out. You could also utilize the thumb studs, which are step pyramid style. Right there. You have some jipping on here. That's more ornamental than functional. It's very smooth, smoothed out and broad, not very sharp at all. Doesn't really provide any extra purchase, as well as the little bit here. Actually, this is a little better, but really I don't see the purpose of it, since you have this handguard and the shape of the knife itself. Does a pretty good job of providing whatever purchase you need on this knife. With stabbing, you don't have to worry about your hand if you're holding it with any normal grip. Reverse carry, pretty good. Has a nice shape back here. No lanyard hole, by the way. Not too many people use it these days, but there are some, and that does matter. Could be a deal breaker for some folks. You can see it's open pillar design, so dirt should flow through pretty good. See, it doesn't look like they're Teflon washers. Looks like it's metal going on there. I could be mistaken though. You can see it has a pretty nice stop. Pretty beefy blade stop there. You can see how that's in there. And you can see the retention bearing or the detent ball going on the frame lock there. So that sort of, I guess, helps. I don't really feel it though, but you can see the hole for the ball right there in the frame, but you can see where it hits right there. See it move, the frame lock out, but I don't feel it really for retention. That the retention is, I believe, purely by the spring, by the assisted opening spring. So again, if you take that spring out, you're going to lose the retention. So this is assisted only. Also, by the way, the clip is held on by 2 torque screws, and it cannot be changed up in any way, so it's right-handed, tip down only. Not too much else to say about this. I mean, it's a black wash, black oxide finish on both the handle and the blade. Open length is 7 3/4 inches, and when you fold it up, it's 4.5 inches, and that blade, that drop point blade, is 3.35 inches. I did sort of stop it from opening there, but it does open up really quick. So let's go ahead and run down a couple of tests real quick. First and foremost, we'll take a look at that blade center. You can see almost dead center, just a little bit to your left. Go ahead and open it up. Test for any kind of wobble. No up and down play, no side to side play. Very good. By the way, if there were any tweaking that needed to be done, there is a torque screw pivot screw where you can maybe adjust and tweak things out a little bit. Lock up, there's very good. That's exactly where you really want it to be. It's almost behind the blade, way more than enough to be secure, with a lot of room to wear to the right if that kind of thing bothers you. Man, very good lock up. So now it's time to sacrifice my notes to see how sharp the blade is out of the box. And wow, I guess this cheap steel does take an edge very good, but again, it's not going to hold it very long, since it is the softer of the steels. And again, they could with really good heat treatment, it get up to 56. Let's see, it does hold on to my nail. Last thing I like to do is go ahead and see if I can actually shave with it. And they do make surgical instruments out of this steel too, so yeah, sure does shave. Might as well just finish things up here. Oh, I heard somebody say, how come I didn't do the wood stabbing test that a lot of other people always criticize me about? We'll go ahead and do it. Move all my hair. Go ahead and right there. You see it's getting in there real good. Why do I do this? So you don't have to. You know, some people, you might have to pick something out of a tree or do something which you shouldn't be doing with your knife, but if it's the only tool you got and you got to do it, well, you got to do it. So you shouldn't do that with your knife, but I do it so you don't have to. And you can see that the blade, despite it being very soft, did hold up very well, so it's pretty tough. So there you have it. We have the Kershaw filter, model number 1306 BW, setting for black wash. Again, blade steel is only a 3CR13, but it is very sharp. So for the price, I definitely recommend it. You know, you could either get this from Walmart, or if you want to get another deal in the same price range, then you probably want to go with a Ganzo knife from China. But the only con that I could sort of take from this whole review is the blade steel, which is the 3CR13 MOV, which, at least in my unboxing here, not truly a full out review, but my quick little testing here actually is pretty good. But expect to sharpen it a lot. But you know, when the blade is softer, it is tougher. It should give a little bit more and not be as brittle, depending on heat treatment, of course. So there's always a give and take there. Again, it should be Very, very corrosion resistant also, that particular steel. So I do recommend it. Links are below. $14 at Walmart, $20 at Amazon. Please at least check them out there. I'd greatly appreciate it. The Kershaw filter. Thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.